I'm inspired, ayy. I'm inspired, ayy.
This right here is going to be the most honest weight loss video you've ever heard. A lot of gurus, online that talk about fitness often talk about all these diets and all these weightlifting routines and exercise routines, and all those things are perfectly perfect. They're necessary. But the thing that I want to talk about in this video has nothing to do with any of that stuff. If you're watching this and you've been trying to lose weight and you've been experiencing yourself as overweight, the call to action that I want to share with you is to address the void. Why is it? Because here's the thing, in most cases, maybe this doesn't apply to you. Maybe it does. This video is going to require a little bit of the ego dropping and just listening. And it may trigger you. It may I don't want to hear this crap. I don't want to hear this. But it's the truth. At least in my experience. You gotta address the void. What hole are you trying to fill with food? I think eating is comfortable. Eating is fun. Eating is something that's nice to do when you feel like crap. Eating is nice to do when you feel good and you want to celebrate. Eating is oftentimes a very emotional thing. And if you find yourself overweight from overeating, there's a chance that there is an imbalance inside of the heart and mind that is emotional. There's an emotional imbalance somewhere. There's been an experience, there's been a trauma, there's been a belief somewhere inside that has been established that is emotional, that leads you to eat. An example with me, and this was unconscious for me. I talk about it in many videos because it was very, very huge for me. When I was young, my mom died. She died when I was 7. And inside of me, without going into detail, her passing created a void inside of me. It was a trauma. There was a deep pain that came with that. And that deep pain carved out a hole inside of me that I unconsciously didn't even recognize was there. But that hole would vibrate. It would reverberate inside of me, and it would cause pain. It would cause uncomfortableness. That hole needed to be filled. And so there's been many things in life I filled it with. I filled it with porn. I filled it with food, eating. I filled it with attention from other people. I filled it with video games, movies, Netflix. I filled it with all types of things, man. Trying to numb the pain. Trying to temporarily distract myself from looking at all that space inside that's filled with pain. And so I share this with you because I want to encourage you to look at it. It's not normal being extremely overweight. It's not wrong. It's not bad. You're not a bad person because of it. I'm not shaming you. But I know, for me at least, when there was times in my life where I was out of shape and my body wasn't supporting my spiritual, mental, emotional journey that I wanted to go upon, I wanted to embark upon. I know that my body, I know it sucked and it wasn't good. I know not having my body to back me up and for it to be out of shape, it sucked. Long story short. So, to wrap this video up, and not make it too long, I want to encourage you to look at that thing inside that's weighing heavy on your heart, that reverberates, vibrates, and causes pain. I want you to look at that hole and ask yourself, have I been trying to fill this hole up with stuff? And if the answer is yes, I want you to stop filling it up with stuff and instead fill it up with some attention and look at it. Explore it. Do some introspection. Talk about it. Talk about it. I noticed I got an extraordinary amount of relief once I talked about how much it hurt to lose my mom. And when I explored that and really thought about it and felt it out, and I felt around in that hole, and after I was able to feel around in that hole and go in there and get comfortable, I was able to claim that space. That space was no longer claiming me, forcing me to feel it, forcing me to hunger after stuff and lust after stuff. After I went in that hole, looked around and felt it out, I was able to claim that hole. This is my space. This is my experience. And now, because I'm claiming the pain, I'm claiming the experience, I can then choose consciously what I want to fill that hole with. And I choose to fill it now with love and compassion for myself, for my mom, and for every person I come into contact with, because it was a big hole. A big hole. And so if you're out of shape in a big way, that means you have a big hole that can be filled with something extraordinarily beautiful and huge. But you gotta look at it. Who hurt you? What memory aren't you letting go of? What memory have you suppressed? Who called you out of your name that one time? You gotta look at it. And claim that space inside so that space stops claiming you. I hope this video serves you. And if you are having a hard time finding someone in life to be able to talk to and explore these hurts with, because of my mama, because of her sacrifice, she put a big space inside of my heart for love and compassion. And I hold space for you. My angel opened that up for me, and I hold space for you. And so please reach out to me, and I would love to have a conversation with you that I believe can change your life. Much love. Talk to you soon.
Subscribe!